All right, here are your homework solutions to question number 2. This was the second question on the 2017 exam. When a certain grocery store opens, it has 50 pounds of bananas on display. Customers remove bananas at this rate. So this one's being the one that's being removed. When F of T is measured in pounds per hour, and T is in the number of hours after the store open. After the store has been open for 3 hours, the store employees add bananas to the display. So this one is adding the bananas to this display, but that goes from 3 to 12, where again it's measured in pounds per hour, and T is the number of hours after the store has been open. All right, first question is how many? That question, when we have a rate, means it's an integration. How many pounds of bananas are removed during the first 2 hours? This is the one. I'm going to integrate that. So I'm going to integrate from the first 2 hours, F of T dt. Use your calculator. Where's my calculator? Here. I'll do it with you. Practice with me. So I'm going to go menu, calculus, integrate. It goes from 0 to 2. And it's 10 plus 0.8 t. We'll use t. Times sine. And that's t cubed divided by 100 dt. And I get 20.051. And that's pounds of banana. That's how many bananas were removed. Part B. That was A. Find the derivative of F at 7 and use correct units to explain the meaning of the context of it. So can you take the derivative at 7? So this is something I probably should have done at the beginning. I'm going to show you that. And if you have something here, you can press 1 and 4 and delete it all. I want you to define the equation, so you have to type it in over and over again. So press tab, and then make sure you're careful. 10 plus 0.8, you're going to have to use x times sine. And then it's going to be x cubed divided by 100. Now, I don't care about the graph. I just want it defined. So now f1 at x is defined that way. So if I look back at question number 1, I could go calculus integration from 0 to 2. And instead of typing all that in, I could just go f1 at x and get the same answer. See that? It gives you the same. And then you have to retype it in over and over again. So now when I'm looking at it, they say, hey, take the derivative. I can go menu, derivative, calculus, derivative at a point. We're using x, and the value's at 7. And then I just have to type in f1 at x, and that's it. And I get negative 8.119. And then what does that mean in the context of it? So that means the rate of bananas being added or removing, right? Sorry. The rate of bananas being removed is decreasing because it's negative at a rate of and that would be negative 8.119. It would be pounds, and then what's the time? Hours per hour squared, per hour per hour. Part C. Is the number of pounds of bananas on display table increasing or decreasing at t equals 5? And then give a reason for your answer. So for this, we have two rates. We have the rate first of adding, so that's G, and then subtract the rate of removing, that's F. I want to know if that's a positive or a negative rate when I do that. So I'm going to go here again, like I'm graphing it. I'm going to press tab. Now F2 is going to be the second equation. So that's 3 plus 2.4 ln. And I'm going to use x. So x squared plus 2x. And that's it. Press enter, double check, right? Make sure you typed it in right. And then when I go here, remember, what we just typed in is the new one. So F2 at 5, like that. Subtract. F1 was the one removing at 5. And you get the answer negative 2.263. And then the question was, is it increasing? And the answer is, it is decreasing. And the reason it's decreasing is because the answer is negative in terms of this is what's being added and this is what's being removed. And so things are being removed faster than they're being added at that time. D. How many pounds of bananas are on the display when t equals 8? How many pounds are there to begin with? So it opens up, it has 50 pounds. And then adding, so at 8, we're only starting to add starting at 3. So from 3 to 8, and that's the second equation. And then I subtract the removal part, and that starts at 0 to 8, it being removed. So I started with 50. We were adding bananas from 3 on. We were removing bananas from the beginning to 8. And then I got to type that all in. Now, I already typed in a lot of it, so I don't have to hear. This is how simple it is now to type it in. And this is where we're going to end. So 50 plus, we're going to go menu, calculus, integrate, from 3 to 8. And G is F2. That's how we defined it at X. Subtract, again, menu, calculus, integrate. This one's going from 0 to 8. This is our first equation, F1 at X. And then I'll have to retype it all in, Control Enter, and it does the calculating for me because it's been defined in the calculator. And I get 23.347. So at t equals 8, or at 8 hours since the store has been opened, this is how many pounds of bananas are left in the display. You start, how much you're adding and subtracting, all of it together. Great job. Mr. G Math over and out. I'm really proud of you for doing your homework. Until next time.